With Brunson out, Mikal has been a lot more aggressive and just taking on a lot more of the offensive burden, so let's get into it. The first play I want to talk about is this pick and roll with Hart, and this is such a good play for Mikal because they put the center on Hart, which the Knicks are going to see a lot. So Valanciunas is just naturally in drop protecting the paint. Mikal gets to play against this drop coverage. As long as Hart sets a good screen, there's going to be a lot of space for Mikal to operate, especially with his ability to hit this mid-range. So here, just good taking advantage of that opportunity that Mikal gets off the screen. And Mikal should get this play more, right? Whether it's by design, called by the coach, or just calling his own number. Before the Brunson injury, he was averaging 1.5 pick and roll possessions a game. And then since the Brunson injury, he's been averaging 3.5. So there's been a concerted effort to get him more touches. Here's another one where he gets the ball on the baseline, and this is off a screen from Mitch, this off-ball screen. So he's just gonna curl, get the spot from Deuce. And you can see there's no hesitation right now. He's just going to immediately attack this gap because DeRozan is trailing a little bit. And then he's going to create a play right here, gets into the paint, has a paint touch, and then creates a play for Josh Hart. So you're going to want to see this more from Mikal, even when Brunson comes back. It's just creating opportunities because you can imagine if Brunson's on the perimeter, Brunson's getting easier looks because Mikal's aggressive as well. Here's another example where Mikal gets this ball. He has a hard closeout from Trey Lyles, and then he's just going to attack and get this dunk. So there's just Mikal being aggressive. There's playing within the flow of the offense. Before Brunson, Mikal was averaging around 5.5 drives per game. Since Brunson's injury, he's averaging about 13 drives per game. And this is just one example of Mikal's difference in mentality. So here, when he gets the ball, there's 6 seconds left on the shot clock. He's being guarded by Steph Curry. He really needs to create his offense himself here. He has a weaker defender on him. Hart's being guarded by Jimmy Butler. And Mikal's just a better offensive player. But you can see he looks a little bit unsure. He throws this ball out to Hart again. And there's just a grenade for Hart. There's 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Hart has to shoot this, and there's just not a good shot. I'd much rather Mikal just take that. Here, you can see there's no hesitation. Not only is there no hesitation, he's creating his advantage by pressing and creating contact with Batum. You usually see him do this right here and extend his off arm a little bit to pull up from the mid-range. But here you can see his intent is to get to the rim. He gets blocked here, but it's really good to see him initiating contact, driving hard, and getting to the paint. Here you can see another contact layup. He immediately notices he has the advantage here, drives hard, and then he's going to create contact with Trey Lyles, right? Not afraid of contact. Trey Lyles is a bigger player, but creating that contact, giving himself space, and then just great finish. So you really want to see this more from Mikal. Again, even when Brunson comes back, it's going to help a lot. Here's another great example. Creates a little bit of contact with Eubanks. He loves to use this contact generally to create this mid-range elbow pull-up, which I'm fine with him creating that pull-up jumper, right? But when you start adding elements to your game where you can create contact, initiate contact, and then drive and draw a foul, you're making it more difficult for the defense to game plan and guard what you're trying to do. So here, create contact and then draw the foul. Right, so Mikal's just been put in more opportunities since Brunson has gone out. Mikal has been taking advantage of those opportunities. Here's an example of a drive against Duncan Robinson. And you can kind of see the urgency is not the same. He doesn't want to create contact here. It's a way worse defender and a way smaller defender. But Mikal's not looking to score here, right? Instead, just protects the ball and then pulls it out. So you don't want to see that as much. You want to see him have that confidence to generate his own advantages, have that confidence to attack and draw his own foul, and also have the confidence to just isolate sometimes, especially when the center's on Hart. Sometimes you can just run actions to get the center onto Mikal, and then you can let Mikal be the one that initiates the offense instead of always running through Brunson. Mikal on a center, I can take Mikal in that situation 10 out of 10 times. And the last thing is Mikal here had a really good rep in transition, drawing 2 defenders and then pulling it out for an open Anunoby look. And generally this doesn't happen because transition offense is run by Brunson and Hart. But again, you just want to include different looks and different plays into your offense, especially come playoff times when you're playing some of these better defenses.